Hi, this is Sridhar from wpdevdesign.com. In this screencast, I'm going to show you how we can create a off-canvas panel that slides into view and shows the elements that we place inside an oxygen modal. So in this case, that would be a logo image and a menu that has support for expanding and collapsing submenus as well as social icons. So here I have the hamburger menu icon, and when I click on it you can see the off canvas panel sliding in from the right, and this can be dismissed by either clicking on this the X close icon, or I can just click anywhere on the body of the web page. And this menu, as you can see, has got these arrows that we can use to expand and collapse, and it supports multiple levels. And at the bottom we have these social icons. Okay, so one thing to note is that this menu at the moment is not currently possible to do in Oxygen alone. So I am going to use this plugin which I have created. Basically what this does is make this shortcode available called expandable menu, and all we need to do is just use the shortcode and automatically it is going to display the corresponding menu with the support for expansion of the submenus. It is $30, but if you are already a member of my website, you can click on this coupon link and find a coupon that gives you $10 off. So you can essentially get it for $20. Okay, so I'm going to start by editing the main template, which is the catch-all template that applies to all the pages of the site. And I'm just going to delete what I've already done so we can do this from scratch. Okay. So let us first add the hamburger menu icon in the header. I'm going to click on add, search for icon, hit return, and I'm going to move this to row right, and I'm going to change the color to white. Let's change the icon size down to 40 pixels, and I will select linear icons, and let's see if it is hamburger menu. Okay, so as I start typing menu, this comes up. I'm going to select that. Okay, now by default you can see that when I place my mouse over, it is going to show the standard cursor, but I would like the hand cursor to be appearing when that icon is hovered. So I'm going to click on that icon, go to advanced and go to custom CSS and say cursor pointer. So now when we do that, as I put my mouse over on it, it is going to change the cursor to the hand cursor, indicating, telling the user that that element is clickable. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is to add the model. So I'm going to click on add and add a model, and for the trigger I'm going to select user clicks element and select the hamburger menu icon. Let's go to content styles and we'll select everything to be centered inside the model. And for the model styles, I'm gonna set the width to 300 pixels and select this position so that it appears to the right. And let's go to advanced, and we'll go to size and spacing and set the height to 100% of the viewport height. And let's go to effects, animate on scroll, enable animation, and set this to fade in from the left. And I'm gonna go to box shadow and set a inner shadow which is very light, subtle, something like this. Okay. And also we will go to size and spacing and set a padding of 40 pixels on all the sides. And okay, let's start adding the first element, which is the image. And I'm going to browse to the logo, and next we will add in um, a navigation menu. So for that I'm going to use the shortcode which is provided by my premium plugin. So the shortcode is expandable menu. So by default it is set to show a menu that has the name of main menu, but if your menu is named something else, so you can just type menu parameter and give the name of your menu over here. Okay, so I'm gonna add some space above and below this navigation menu, and let's add the social icons. And I'm gonna change the size to 40 pixels and set the icon color to light pink, and when they're hovered we'll change that to dark pink, like that. Okay, and let's select circle, and we probably need to give some light background color so they can be seen. How about that's too dark, so let me just use RGBA 0,0,0,0.2. how about that? Oh, it's too much. Okay, how about 0.5? Yeah, that's better. All right. So what we can see is that since we have set the content styles, everything to be centered, the navigation menu links are also being centered. So to prevent this, I can select the shortcode component or element and go to advanced typography and set the text align to left. Okay. Okay. So the next thing that we got to do is add the close icon. So I'm going to go to add, search for icon, change to linear icons, and do a search for close or X. Not there. So let me just scroll down, and here it is. Oh, it's called cross. Anyway, so I'm going to change the color to the dark pink and set the size of this to some 40 pixels, and we want this to be positioned to the top right. But before we do that, we need to set the parent, which is the modal component. In this case, we need to set the position of this to relative. So I'll go to layout and set the position to relative. Now I'm gonna go and select the icon and go to advanced layout, set its position to absolute, and we want it to be 5 pixels from the top and 5 pixels from the right, like that. And for this to actually close the modal, we just need to add oxy modal class. No, I think it's actually oxy modal close. Sorry, let me delete that. Oxy modal close. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Come back here and reload. And there is one thing that I forgot to do, that is to set the cursor property to pointer for this close icon. So I'm gonna go select the ID because I don't want to affect all the class. I just want to affect this particular instance. So I'll go to advanced custom CSS and set the cursor to pointer and save it. Come here and reload. So now when I click on this, you can see that the off canvas panel has come in, the modal has come in from the right, and we have the menu which is already open and supports expanding and closing submenus, and we can press this to, okay, that's not doing anything. So let's see why it is so. So I'm going to select the icon and make sure that it has the class Oxy modal flows. What is the class that I need to give? If I select the modal and go to closing, oh, it's Oxy close modal. Okay. So delete that. There you go. Okay, so one last thing that I want to tell you is that uh, let's say you want the social icons to be shown at the bottom of this panel, but not here. For that, what we could do is set the parent of this social icons, which is the entire model. We need to set its display to flex and set the top margin for this to auto, for these social icons to be pushed all the way down. So the way you do that is select the model, go to advanced, layout, set the display to flex, and the moment you do that, you can see that this became centered, the shortcode. So let me just go to advanced and set the width of this to 100%. Okay, and for the social icons, I'm gonna set the top margin to auto so that it will appear at the bottom. Save it. Come here and refresh, and there it is. Okay, I hope you found this helpful. Bye for now.